Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And we've been floating around the idea of the next series after the Redskins franchise. And I was kind of going back and forth with a couple of games. I wasn't really sure. I was testing some stuff out. But we finally settled on a game here. College Hoops 2K. This game is deep. I mean, so deep. This is going to be a lot of fun. Nobody's really doing a College Hoops 2K series on YouTube at all. So this is definitely going to be unique. And this is going to be a great series because we're going to get you guys involved in an epic way that I've never done before. And on top of that, I'm going to let you guys choose my team. So this game is pretty deep. And if you haven't played College Hoops 2K, it's a deep game. It starts from, starting on an open legacy. You can either choose a closed legacy or open legacy. And pretty much you can do an open legacy where you start at a really bad school and then you get coaching carousel. You get to progress to bigger schools. Or you can pick kind of just one team and stick with them the whole way. We're going to pick one team and stick with them the whole way. But this game is so deep. You have the amateur basketball league where you get to see, high school seniors compete. But this game is deep because you get to recruit not only high school seniors, but you get to recruit high school freshmen, sophomore, juniors, JUCO. You get to train in season your guys. And it's just like so deep. And it's funny because no game is really this deep. You have preseason tournaments with the ability to customize your schedule as well. Conference tournaments, the NCAA Tournament, the NIT, all of that is all in here, and it's incredibly deep. Recruiting is so deep. Practicing and progressing your players is deep. Working on plays, all of that, it's all in this game. So I want you guys to actually be a part of this, and what I mean by that is you guys are on this team. This is going to be a custom roster. I'm not going to try to get a mod or anything. I don't have the right equipment to do that, to get the updated roster. So this is going to be a custom team. And you guys are going to choose an actual NCAA team, but all the players on there are going to be filled with you guys. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to pick the team first out of these next 5 teams. I want you guys to choose the team you guys want me to be, and then submit your player. So there's a template down in the comments. I have a pinned comment. Follow that template. And it's actually the better the backstory, the more chance you have of making the squad. You also can be a recruit as well. So make sure to follow that template. And now let's get into these teams. So going after 5 teams here, and you guys get to choose one. I tried to choose one from each region, and the first 3 teams are probably my favorite choices, and then I did list a couple of more, so one from each region. So first, let's start out in the South, and we have never done a Texas team before, and this is going to be a first. The TCU Horned Frogs. And why is the TCU Horned Frogs a choice of mine? Well, they have had no success in the NCAA Tournament. Their last win in the NCAA Tournament is 1987. They are just pretty bad as a basketball organization. So we might be able to take this football school, turn them into a basketball powerhouse, and this team would be really fun. And I think this could be something great because, honestly, we haven't done a Texas team. We get the Texas basketball recruits as well as, filling the team with you guys is going to be a lot of fun. Tell me what you think. If you think I should go with the TCU Horned Frogs, vote down below in the comments. So why not throw in our old alma mater coming from Coastal Carolina? We coached there in NCAA football, and now they are here in College Hoops 2K. This is the chance to go back, and we did not win the national championship in our NCAA football series. If you want to check that out, we did make it 4 seasons. We won the conference championship, but we didn't make the NCAA championship at all, but we did make a major bowl game. But this is our chance to go coach the basketball team, and let's be honest, Coastal Carolina basketball is probably worse than football. They have never won in the NCAA tournament. They've had 4 bids to the NCAA tournament, the last one in 2015, but they have never won. And then on top of that, they've never won in the NIT either. So they are a pretty bad basketball program historically, and we have a chance to resurrect this program. So we got one East Coast team out of the way. Let's go to the Northeast here. Harvard. And with both of these schools, both Coastal Carolina and Harvard, we would move these schools to a Power 5 conference. So I'm guessing Coastal Carolina will probably go to the ACC, and then Harvard might go to the Big East. And that might change. It might be the Big East or the ACC, probably one of those two. But both of those two small schools will move to a bigger conference, which will make this story a lot more enjoyable and a lot more entertaining. But Harvard is a team that, you know, it's had its seasons. I mean, they had a win in the second round in 2014, but pretty much in the NCAA tournament, I believe they're 2-7 total, maybe 2-6 in the NCAA tournament, and they actually didn't get to the NCAA tournament until 2012. Their last one before that was 1946. So this would be an interesting school here because obviously they have guys like Jeremy Lin that have came out of there, and I honestly just think it would just be a fun school to do, and especially with moving them to a different conference separate from the Ivy League. So Nebraska is an interesting school. They are in the Big Ten now, but they don't have a pretty good basketball program. They have a horrible basketball program. They have never won in the NCAA tournament. I believe they're one of the few teams in the Power 5 conferences that have never won, and they're one of them, man. They have a storied history with their football program, but their basketball program is just bad. So this would be really, really interesting. They have never won in the NCAA tournament. This would be an awesome rebuild. Honestly, all of these would be awesome, but let's move out to the West. So moving out to the West now, our only West Coast school here is Oregon State. And Oregon State, they're kind of the laughingstock of the Pac-12, to be honest. And they have not made the NCAA tournament only once in the last 30 years. So that's pretty dramatic there. It's actually more like 28, but I mean, close enough. I mean, their last bid was in 2016 where they lost. But before that, they made it in 1990, but they haven't won since 1975 in the NCAA tournament. So this would be an interesting school here, and we would need to compete with a lot of the West Coast schools here, along with USC, UCLA, all those storied programs, Stanford, all of those schools that are pretty much better than every school in the Pac-12, even Oregon. I mean, Oregon is the big brother to Oregon State. I mean, we would have to compete with them as well. So let me know down in the comments below. I'm letting you guys vote for the school. This is going to be real, real fun. I can have a lot of fun with this. A lot of recruiting specials. I can do a lot of, scouting reports on high school players, freshmen, sophomore, juniors. This could be a lot of fun. This game is so deep. You can even create teams, do all of that, but I decided to do a pre-built team because I wanted to, pick a school that's already made and everything. But let me know down below. Hit subscribe, hit that like button, share this because I want you guys to be involved fully into this series, and it's going to be really, really deep. And I want to talk more about the format of this series when we decide the school on the intro of the next episode. So I want you guys to vote and let me know what you guys think. So hit that like button, submit your recruits, and let's get it. Let's go.